Hey. Um, Today, I humbly celebrate my 35th year of sobriety, right? I humble it. And the way in which I do it is to take one day at a time, to give God the praise and the glory. And because I remember the times, I remember the times when I wasn't sure that God was going to bring me through, because I went into my detox. I went into a rehab for the very first time, and when I went there, I packed a bag, and I think I thought I was going on a vacation, and I even took an iron with me. I mean, that's how hilarious it was the very first time. And at that time, I was told that there were certain things that I needed to do in order to get my sobriety in motion. And what the person that shared it with me didn't know at the time, but I did, that my first go around, I wasn't really trying to stop. I just wanted to rest, right? Because it still hadn't sunk in to the point where it didn't sink in. You know, I just thought that I just needed to rest, take some time off. And so they had suggested that I do certain things, and me not listening and following through. And so what happened was, I came out of my first rehab. I came from my first one thinking that, okay, everything's going to be okay. And then I started doing things I had no business doing, and I really hit what I call rock bottom. Now, remember, rock bottom is very personal, right? Rock bottom is your capacity to function while being addicted to things that's causing you harm, right? And so the second time, so I went in rehab the second time, but this time I basically went in with just the clothes on my back, basically. I went in with a new attitude. I went in with a new mindset, because I was tired. I was sick and tired of being tired. And I knew that, and I believed in my heart and I believed in my spirit that this was not the life that God wanted me to live, right? And so when I went back into my rehab, I stayed in, it was a 30-day program for women at Jeffrey Medical Center down on Girard Avenue. And I went in there with an open mind, an open heart, a spirit that was defeated but not dead, right? It wasn't defeated. I mean, it wasn't dead, right? But I knew that I had to listen to the people who knew a little bit more than I did. And so I went into this program, I went into this program, and I did my 30 days, and when I came out, I did what they asked me to do. And they asked me to commit myself to 90 meetings in 90 days, and to get a sponsor, and to start reading, the AA book as well as the NA book, and a host of things. And so I listened, and I did what they told me to do. And to this day, and I thank God for it, right? One day at a time. That's what 35 years of sobriety look like. One day at a time, understanding that addiction is just that, addiction, right? And so as I travel from day to day, sharing the message when necessary, right? When necessary. That if I could do it, anybody could do it. But you don't want to look at it like, oh, I'm going to stop for a year. I'm going to stop for 10 years. I'm going to stop for 35 years. You don't want to look at it that way. You want to look at minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day, and with the understanding that, you have to change. You have to be a little different than what you were in your addiction. So I'm just flat out excited that I get to share my message, and know that I pray for everybody that's dealing with an addiction. As I'm speaking right now, I pray for everybody who has sobriety but thinking to themselves right now that maybe I still can delve into the things of my addiction, and I'm here to tell you, no, you don't want to do that. You want to, if you have a day, hold on to it. Make it a week. If you have a week, make it 2 weeks, right? Keep compounding, because if you keep compounding your days, then you will be able to celebrate your sobriety, whether it's 1 year, whether it's 10 years, whether it's 35 years. You can do it, and you ask for strength. You ask God to give you the strength that you need. If you're a person who need to be in the rooms with people, I know COVID has stopped a lot of people from doing certain things, but get on the phone. Get on the phone with your sponsor. Or get on the phone who can hear you and speak truth to you, right? So I just kind of wanted to share that today. Hopefully and prayerfully, it helps somebody. It helps somebody. It will help somebody, listening to my video. So once again, I thank God for the blessing of 35 years of sobriety, and we're just gonna take it one day at a time. Peace out. Love you much.